Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of my step-by-step guide for Scum. And in part 1, I showed you guys the new meta of how you want to start your game. Now, single player, which we're doing the step-by-step guide on, has got a lot of advantages, like you don't interact with players can't kill you. Everywhere you loot, you'll be able to get all the available loot. But in multiplayer, the place could have been looted. In single player, you can't be raided. In single player, you can't be killed by a player. So it's a fantastic way to learn the game. Today, what we're going to focus on is quests. Now, down in the description below, I'm going to add a document for you that someone made in Reddit. And I don't know how up to date it is, but it will help you a lot to gather items before you get to the trader. Now, this is the main way that you will be able to gain fame and money. Fame is very important because you can't buy certain items if you don't have the right amount of fame. So what this document will do for you, and you'll see when you open the document, it shows you the level 1, 2, and 3 quests for the general goods trader. And if you go to the bottom of the document, there's a list for the armorer, mechanic, and doctor. Okay. Now, what this list helps you with is to gather those items beforehand. Now, since we want to start with the general goods trader, I'm going to look at the document now and then go to the general trader and then see what I need to get, because I've gotten the smartphone now. Now I want to open up all the traders as soon as possible. So the first trader I'm going to focus on is the general goods trader. So looking at the list, I have to get sexy shorts or a grinding stone or 10 bobby pins or 5 glue or 2 blue batteries or a small toolbox or a metal needle or a sewing kit or 3 chocolates or 3 soap, 10 duct tape, sabotage air conditioners or check telephones. Now, sabotaging the air conditioners is quite easy, but I'm going to look now for quests that I can do easily. Bobby pins is quite easy. The metal needle is quite easy because I can get that from a puppet. Grinding stone is 50-50. Glue is quite easy. I can get 5 glue from like garages. Sexy shorts, I can go look through a town for sexy shorts. And then soap. Soap should be quite easy as well. So now, because of our armor, we are going to aim for a town. And the closest town to us at this very moment is that town over there. We're not going to go to the hospital. The hospital is a little bit too high risk. So let's go to this town and see if we can survive with our basic equipment. Now, although Dina told you to make a spear, this is probably the worst spear in the game that you can use. So what I'm going to let you do is make a better spear, which is the metal spear. So we're going to need 2 long sticks, 1 scrap metal, 1 rope, and 1 cutting tool. So that's easy, that's easy, that's easy. We only need to get 1 scrap metal. So as I'm running to that town, I'm going to take this path and see if I can get a car here or a car here, get 1 scrap metal, craft the spear before I go into that town. Okay, so I'm at the crossroad right here. Now I'm going to enter this place. And because of my knowledge, I know there's a chance that I can find a backpack. You can even find a hiking backpack in here. It's not a bad place to loot. But like I say, we're looking for a vehicle just so that we can have a decent melee weapon. We can increase our arrow strength, but that's not really necessary. I feel 2 headshots on an NPC is more than enough. But we're going to use these bales to protect ourselves. And we're going to look for a few feathers. Because if we get feathers, if we get 12 feathers and 2 scrap metal and a toolbox, then we can craft better arrows. which will do more damage. The damage that you do with the bow is directly related to the arrows that you're using, and there is a vehicle. So hopefully that vehicle can give us 1 scrap metal. Again, I'm focusing ahead of me, seeing if I see anything. NPCs can spawn anywhere. So just gonna stick close to the bushes, use the bushes to cover me. Take it slow. Try and get the scrap metal quickly. Okay, there we get the 2 scrap metal. We can take the bolt as well. Now we need to cut up a bush, but I'm tired of using stone knives. So a kitchen will normally give you like a kitchen knife or something that is better. Get some money over there. See if we can get some clothing over here. Now, do we have a knife on us? No. So we're going to see if we can just get a better tool in the meantime. See if we can find some grapes. No. All of these barrels can give you grapes, which is good for nutrition. And now the backpack is usually over here. If there's a backpack, it's usually over there. So we weren't lucky with the backpack. Now we can open these chicken coops for feathers. And we can stack feathers as well. And even with my experience, I love farms. Farms are just a very, very safe way to find what I'm looking for. Now, this isn't the greatest way to find feathers, but I mean, we don't want to search 50 farms and just go and check the chicken coops. So just going to keep on searching. I've got the cleaver, so I am ready. But I'd like to get to the 12 feathers as soon as I can as well. There's a baseball bat, which is even better. The baseball bat, combined with a nail, is going to be better than a spear, because a spear's strength is keeping puppets away from you. But a baseball bat is quite good for keeping puppets away from you as well. But for now, all I'm going to do is just, okay, I can't put that there. I can put the bat in there for so long until I get nails. But let's just do the spear. Let's just do the spear. We got the cleaver, so let's sort out the spear. See if we can get something to eat in the meantime. So no NPC spawned. Let's cut this up. We need 2 long sticks. Usually a bush just gives you 1 long stick. Okay, dokie. So, let's see. We need 2 long sticks, scrap metal, a rope, and a cutting tool. Okay, we need the rope, and okay, but we need 2 long sticks, and we need another short stick for the rope. So let's cut this up as well to get the other short stick. Go to our currently craftable and take away the spear, craft the rope. I use the currently craftable a lot, but I mean, there's a lot of options that will make things easier for you guys. So there's the metal spear. So you can add nails to the baseball bat, or you can just sell the baseball bat. Okay, so there's 2 uses for it, but at least we've got a proper spear now. Okay, a much, much, much stronger spear. Okay, so we didn't find anything we wanted here, but we've gotten the spear. So let's get to that town and try and loot some tier 1 quest items. Okay, here's the town sign. Now, what I want you to realize is that a town is a fantastic place to start looting, but this is a big town. You've got basic gear, Although I'm not very happy with my amount of arrows, so I'm first going to make 4 more arrows. Every puppet I kill, I'm going to see if that puppet has pants on them. But I'm looking for military pants, and if they've got pants on them, I'm going to repair those pants so I've got more inventory space, because I want to loot now. I want to fill up all my loot space, and hopefully I can do it with a lot of remember, if you triple carrying and you do something, you'll drop your weapon. All I want you to focus on now, I think this is going to be it for part 2, is when you loot the town, remember the strategy. Take it very, very, very slow. This is a big town. You can earn a lot of money, but there's a risk involved. Okay, and that risk is usually NPCs. And once again, I'm going to want to see puppets. If I don't see puppets, I want to get into cover, like cover. I want to get into cover, and I want to use third person to see what's going on. So I don't see puppets. I want to go from the one vehicle, from the one broken vehicle to the other broken vehicle, so I've got cover. There's an entrance over there. I'm going to run to the entrance just so that I've got cover. Okay, so now NPCs can only attack me from one direction. Now I'm going to start looting every single building, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I run into some action. But I'm not comfortable yet. Screwdrivers are important. Very, very important. I'm not comfortable yet because I don't see puppets. But I'm going to move very, very, very slowly. Now, on a multiplayer server, you have to think about the noise that you're making. Now, there we get some jeans, which gives us more inventory space. And we can repair these jeans. And like on single player, you don't have to worry what clothing you're wearing. On multiplayer, you have to worry what color your clothing is. You know, and because that affects if a player spots you easy or not so easy. Now, this place does have food, so I'm going to eat these chips along. And I'm looking for those quest items. The needle, the grinding stone, sexy shorts. This is a great find. So we put that down on the ground. It's very, very big, but you can take your cleaver and cut it up into smaller pieces. And there's just like a big bottle of water. You can see the water is 900 milliliters of water. Okay, so you've got 900 milliliters of water right there. You don't need a ton of it. Beer is great. It sustains your energy. Like, as you're moving, you're using carbs. But when you drink beer, while the alcohol is in your system, you stop using carbs. So I use beer to sustain my energy. Now, a lot of people just go for the important loot, but it's very, very important to loot the entire town because you're looking for items that can generate a lot of money. Instead of going directly for the police station, you try and, okay, I'm in the open here. I want to get out of the open as soon as possible. Like these normal places give you the items for the quests that will generate a lot more fame and a lot more money than you just running to a police station trying to get some pistols. Because pistols are going to be, their durability is going to be low and you're not going to get a lot of money for it. But if you get one needle, that's $500. It's difficult to get $500 for a pistol if you go and sell it. So you basically just go to the police station to get better gear to protect yourself with. But you don't loot the town to make money. You loot the town to get the items that you need for the quests. And this is how I'm moving, guys. I've got 10,000 hours in Scum. This is how I'm moving. You might think this is way too slow, but trust me. When you die, and there's a helmet. It's not the helmet that we want, but it's better than nothing. And we're just going to pick up loot. We're just going to pick up loot. Now, on single player, sure, you can get back to your body, but actually you can't get back to your body because it's going to cost you money to get back to your body. So you're going to be forced to do a random spawn. And then what most people do in single player is they just teleport to their character. They use admin powers to get back to their character. But that doesn't teach you how to master the game. That's another shortcut. Every single shortcut you use is a bad habit which cripples your ability to master this game. Now, the problem is you get needles from puppets. Thank goodness. So I want to see puppets, otherwise I can't get needles. You can always try and shoot them in the face to kill them quicker. Now, I'm not going to loot these puppets while this puppet is still alive. That will only cause problems for me. I'll do the come look at me, and then I'll just bring her over here like I did previously. Okay, so they're all on top of each other. Like, she's got pants that I can possibly use. But like I said, I'm looking for a metal needle. Okay. He's got military pants. And there's the military pants. Now, although these jeans have 6 slots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I put the military pants on and I repair it, it gives me more than 6 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And extra. What do I mean by extra? There's just extra space. There's just extra space. Okay? I can show you that. That's 4 slots. That's 5 slots. That's 6 slots, but I can put my bank card there. I can put a needle there or a bow needle there. So it is more loot space. And I look a lot better. So let me pick up my bow again. Let's continue looting. Again, taking it very, 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 very slowly. And if I'm in the open, I want to get out of the open as fast as possible. Now I'm not looking for a knife anymore. I've got the cleaver, which is the best thing in the game. This thing gives me a little bit of carbs and a lot of water, but it's going to take a long time to eat. My energy is just fine. You always want to keep your energy between 20 and 60%, 20 and 60%, so you can gain dexterity all the time. And this is how a pro loots. This is not how other people loot, but this is how I survived for 46 hours straight. I'm going to put this on just because I'm planning on going to the snow. And I'm always expecting to run into NPCs. I'm always on my toes. And I'm always moving slowly. I don't want to run. If you run, then something can spawn in, like it's difficult for the spawn system to work correctly if you're moving too fast. The slower you move, the more time you give the NPCs to spawn into the game naturally, so that they don't spawn on top of you and kill you. See, there we get the nail. Now we can use the nail to make a better bat, or we can sell the bat, but at least we've got options. And I'm going to collect all the rope because you use rope for base building. And trust me, it's going to save you a lot of time. And there's a glove. When you build a base, you're going to hurt your hands. And this over here can help you to make a metal sword, which in my opinion is the best weapon in the game. The best craftable weapon in the game. So we go examine. We need 1 scrap metal, 2 of these. We've already got enough rope in the toolbox. That is a valuable item, but we don't have enough space for it. That's a valuable item, so we can put it on. It's just going to... It doesn't take up loot space. It just lets us have this overlay. And I'm not going to show you guys how I loot every single town, okay? But I've got 7 screwdrivers. I just don't have bobby pins. I need bobby pins. So I'm sure all of you want me to loot that police station. And you can get cell phones from boards. Well, that's not a signboard, but you can get cell phones from signboards. So if you're looking for bobby pins, you need to find the small little shop. It's like a tuck shop or something. So we're going to look for the tuck shop now. Okay, there's a pharmacy that I'm finding very, very difficult to ignore because a pharmacy can give me a needle as well. I'm going to go for the pharmacy. And it can give me painkillers and charcoal, different things to help me. I can't eat because I've got this mask over my face, so I can just drop the mask. And I don't need this amount of bolts, so I'm just going to take out 8 bolts. You see, I've already got 2 bolts there, so I'm just going to stack these bolts until I've got, like, I want to make sure there's no other bolts. Yeah, I just taking up more inventory space than I needed to take up. So there, 10 bolts. 10 bolts is fine. We free up a bit of inventory space. We put that there. We put that there. We take this mask off. Don't really need... Yeah, I've got enough bandages. But if you didn't have bandages, then you'd need to cut up clothing that's not dirty to use as rags. Take that in hands. Okay, let's quickly see. No, that's 6 slots. 6 slots is not better. It is 100%, so this is perfect to cut up for rags. But I like to use scissors when I cut it up. Now that's a disposable mask, but that's doctor missions. We're not focusing on doctor missions right now. But yeah, disposable masks are quests at the doctor. And you can get a lot of masks from pharmacies. There's thread. What did I tell you guys in part 1? Always have thread. Always, always have thread. Okay, we still need the bobby pins. And we're getting very, very close to a dangerous area now. Very, very close. Just going to kill her quickly. Shoot her in the head. Yeah, NPCs basically spawn when you come, when you come close to a certain thing. There's the needle. There's the needle. So we got 1 quest item already, and we can open up all the police station lockers. We just need bobby pins. Now, because they changed the entire map, I'm not sure where the tuck shop is, but I'm going to look for the tuck shop. Just a very small shop. It's almost like it's almost like the gas station shop. Just much, much, much smaller. What is that? Is that a gun shop? Okay. I don't think there was ever a gun shop in this town, but now there is. And there's the grinding stone. Grinding stone is fantastic. I'm going to leave that. Grinding stone is a quest item. This is a better shirt because it's got 2 slots instead of 1 slot. And again, I can use the money and the needle. You see, guys, how those how the pants inventory helps. This thing is 93%, where the other one was just, you know, this is 93%. That's 57%. The durability of the item is very, very, very important. Okay. Now, making a noise is not a good idea. But when you're getting shot by NPCs, you know, good ideas fall out the window. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw down the spear. I'm going to use the nail to craft a bat with nails. Okay. I'm going to still put this in my backpack, but put it on the quick slot so I can switch to that weapon very, very fast. And then I'm going to use the shotgun. Now, the shotgun doesn't have ammo now, so it doesn't help me having an empty shotgun in my hand. I'm going to eat that quickly. Remember, every time you've got something in your hand, you'll drop what you had. Okay? But, I mean, if we get shotgun rounds now, which is very, very likely in the police station, it will help. We've gotten a few items, although we need the sexy shorts. We need the sexy shorts. I don't think we're going to find sexy shorts inside here. We're probably going to find sexy shorts in a normal house like this. Although this is not a house, it's a workshop. Those are good-looking construction pants, but I did see shoes. Way better than the shoes that we have. Way, 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 way better than the shoes that we have. As you guys can see, a town has a lot of loot. And that's why there's NPCs in the town. There's a lot of resources in the town, and they want to protect those resources for themselves. And as you guys can see, I haven't been to this town in a while. And that's why I'm struggling to find the little shop. Struggling. And I don't see puppets, which is worrying me. I'm probably going to get a heart attack. If you get a heart attack as soon as the NPC shoots at you, don't feel bad. We all get heart attacks. Okay, that's a block magazine. The other problem is, even if you find a pistol, where are you going to put it? You need a holster. So we're going to go here. We're going to go holster. We need 2 skins. We've got everything we need. We just need 2 puppet skins. Puppets are very, very important. But looking for puppets, when NPCs can spawn at any point. Now remember, NPCs won't always spawn, but you always have to be ready for them. Like, there is a possibility that we can loot this entire town without NPCs spawning, but don't let that make you comfortable. Always be ready for the unexpected. Another shortcut would be to go into drone mode and just look for where the small little shop is. But again, we're not taking shortcuts. So that's a garage. Okay, I'm gonna need some height. I'm gonna need some height to figure out what's going on here. So let's gain a bit of height here. There's bobby pins. Okay. We found the bobby pins. There's a battery. We need 2 batteries. 2 batteries is a quest. Okay. So now we'll be able to go into the police station, but we want to get the bobby pins ready before we go into the police station. So we're going to take out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're only going to need 8. Now we're going to craft the bobby pins. Okay, and now, because we've got 8 there, we're going to make a bundle. So we can just unbundle it when we're in the police station. Hopefully we get 2 puppets in the police station to craft the holster. With our thread, that's extremely, extremely important. And hopefully we get some shotgun rounds so that we can actually defend ourselves against NPCs. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Now, whether it's puppets or NPCs, you don't want to move into the police station very, very fast. You want NPCs or puppets to spawn without hearing you. Now, if you jog or run, the NPCs will hear you immediately. If you crouch walk, they won't hear you immediately, but you'll give them time to spawn in. Okay, so that's puppet sounds. If we heard people talking, that would have been NPCs. If someone heard us, not sure where he is. Okay, let's go into this room. There are sleepers in the game. Puppets that sleep. So we want to cut. There we go. There we get the ammo. So we're going to drop the rag, take the ammo, get to the shotgun, make sure we can defend ourselves. Just know that if you shoot this gun, the possibility of a horde spawning is very, very high. So as soon as you shoot NPCs with this gun, you're going to need to put yourself in a place where puppets can't get to you. Let's cut her up because we need the 2 skins. Again, if we don't cut her up, she will despawn. Okay. Let's get back to the shotgun. Make sure we don't drop anything, and let's open these lockers quickly by unbundling this. Let's drop this for now because we want the shotgun. We want a quick change to the shotgun if anything happens. Now that red glove means I'm making it difficult for myself to lockpick. So I can always put the glove there. And now when I lockpick, the glove is see-through, which means now you're not doing anything to make it more difficult for yourself. Holy poop, we get a key card. Guys, this is very, very lucky. You can get key cards at the police station in the radiation zone. So this is the radiation zone. On the corner of these two roads, right there is a police station. You can get key cards there very regularly, and you can get key cards from police stations. But you're very lucky if you get a key card from a police station. And now I'm going to go to scummap.com because the key card is for D2. So I'm going to go to scummap.com to see if it's a secret bunker or a normal bunker or an abandoned bunker. So D2 is right up there. So I go normal bunker. No, it's not a normal bunker. I go secret bunker. It's a secret bunker. It's a bit disappointing, but most of the bunkers are secret bunkers. But it's fine. We're going to get guns there and stuff like that. So now we're just going to bundle the bobby pins again. Although, let's make that holster quickly. Let's just go get a puppet over here. Get a puppet's attention. Use the baseball bat. There we go. He tricked us there a bit, but it's fine. He didn't hurt us because of the armor. Because of the armor, he didn't hurt us. You can see there the armor took damage. And the helmet protected us. Okay, so now we've got 2 skins in our vicinity, hopefully. Yeah, we've got 2 skins in our vicinity. And now we should be able to craft a holster. But we can't see the 2 skins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this screen. Put that over there. I'm going to go to this screen. Put this over here. And just drag it. Just drag these 2 skins away from all the other loot, because the game struggles to identify all the items in your vicinity. And now we can craft the holster. If there's too many items below you guys, you're going to have to like look at it and pick it up, you know, or move it around. So we're going to bundle those lockpicks now again. I don't really have space for it, yeah, so I'm going to bundle it. We at least have space for the one bundle. This mask is not worth a lot, but it's taking up a lot of space. So I'm just going to put this here. Again, because of the sewing kit, I can repair it. Because of the thread, I can make a sewing kit. Because of the sewing kit, I can repair it. I can't explain to you guys how important the sewing kits are. I'm going to put that there to save some space. I'm going to put the bobby pin bundle in there. And yeah, I'll take the screwdriver. And I'm just going to put the crossbow here. Just going to put the crossbow here. Decide at the end of the day if I want to keep it on me or not. Okay, then we're going to come down here. See if we can find a little bit more bobby pins for the future. Because every police station uses 8 bobby pins, so screwdrivers are more difficult to find than bobby pins, but it's always nice to have extra bobby pins. Now we're going to unbundle it again. If we picked it up. Yes, we picked it up. Uncraft. And if you guys don't know how lockpicking works, it's very, very simple. You press spacebar, you press F to turn it, move your mouse, press F. Move your mouse, press F. Move your mouse, press F, until you get to the sweet spot. And that's how you open up a locker. AK ammo, can't really use it because I don't have an AK and it's only 3 bullets, so I can't really profit from it. Can't really sell it. I'm looking for a pistol. I'm basically looking for a pistol. This can give you armor on a hiking backpack, so we're going to search this. Not today, not today. Let's open this up. Okay, we got a revolver. It's better than nothing. We got a revolver. Now, this revolver can use 357, 0.357 or 0.38 ammo. Okay? But again, a revolver can't use a silencer. That's why I prefer pistols, because pistols can use silencers. And silencers don't spawn hordes easily. A loud weapon spawns hordes very, very easily. And then, now we know what the puppet was banging to open. It was that. There's another Tech 9 magazine. That's nice. And we're just searching the beds for possible money. I mean, the money takes up very, very little space. You see that money over there? Takes up very, very, very little space. There we get 16 5.56 rounds. That's worth it. The chocolate, I don't really like the chocolate because if I go to the quests, I need 3 chocolates. 3 chocolates isn't that bad. Like if it was 5 chocolates, no thanks. 3 chocolates, sure. We can maybe get 3 chocolates. Oh, that's a Scar DMR magazine. That's very, very lovely. See if we can get some coffee. Okay. See if we can extract anything else from this place. See if we can see the tuck shop. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the crossbow, and then I'm gonna head to the trader. Now, just remember, we've only got 24 fame, and we've got 0 money. Okay. Now, I want you to see, just because we looted the town halfway, what we end up with. But before we go, I might have space for a toolbox. I might have space for a toolbox. So let me just make space for the toolbox quickly. I'm going to drop the candy. Actually, no, I'm not going to drop the candy. I'm going to eat this. Okay, now I'm just looking for a toolbox now. That's it. And damn it, I need that as well. That, I can make a scope with that. So this is becoming very, very difficult. Let's take that. Okay, now I'm just going to loot the garages. Quickly. Hopefully without getting shot by NPCs. I'm hoping for a toolbox. A vehicle repair shop, there's a better chance of finding a toolbox in like a vehicle repair shop, but we're just going to try and get lucky quickly. What's it? Shoot him in the head. Black paint. No, I don't want black paint. Okay, no luck so far. Let's just... I don't really want to deal with this guy if I don't have to deal with him. I think I just want to get out of here. Now, there's one easy place to get a toolbox is right there. So we're going to go there quickly, okay? Let's just get out of this place. And when I say get out of this place, I mean run for your freaking life. Run through bushes. Doesn't matter if an NPC spawns or puppet spawns. Run through a bush so they can lose sight of you. Now we're just going to run to this factory, not to loot the factory. The factory is a very, very dangerous place. Just to see if we can get a toolbox quickly. Oh my word. We just got shot at. While we were exiting the place. Look at the damage that the armor took. They could have killed us. Right as we were exiting the place. See one bleeding marker. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to go to this gas station over here to see if I can get a hiking backpack. I'm going to activate the instant replay. I want to show you guys how that happened, how quickly that happened, and how unavoidable it was to get shot in the back there. Because the second we relaxed, we got shot. Now, again, like I said, when they shoot you, they damage your equipment. And that's why you always want thread, so that you can make a sewing kit, so that you can repair your items. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to reload the shotgun. Yeah, the sight is really bad on the shotgun. The sight is extremely bad. And I think this shotgun I can turn into a special shotgun because I've got the DLC. We go right to the bottom. Yeah, I can turn this shotgun into a special shotgun because I've got the digital deluxe DLC. And I just need two toolbox uses. I like to press V just so I can see more. Okay, there's puppets. No one's shooting at the puppets. I don't think there's any NPCs here. Make sure I don't drop anything. Here's a bicycle, which is nice. There's scissors, which is fantastic. Just quickly looking for a better backpack or a quiver. That's all I'm doing. Gonna crouch down. There's a knife holster. That's nice. I don't want to attract the puppets. I just want to see if I can get something here. Okay. If you're scared of that guy, just shoot him. Just because we are in official settings. Oh, I can't ride this bicycle. Why can't I ride it? I don't know. That thing over there can have a toolbox, so I'm quickly just gonna put my head in there. Press tab. I can sell that item. Okay, again, run for our life, get the egg out of here. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Nudge to the right. There we go. Okay, now we can drive it. But I'm gonna have to drop something to drive it. I'm gonna drop the bow because we can always craft another bow. So let's go to the factory. Here we are at the factory that's next to the airfield. And if you guys ever get the aircon quest and you don't want to look, you don't want to go to different places to complete the aircon quest, then this place got a ton of aircons right next to the wall. And NPCs have just spawned on top of the sentries. This is going to be cool. You guys heard the sentries shooting? That's because there's NPCs here. Unfortunately, the game lets the NPCs spawn right in front of the sentries, which can enable you to get very easy loot. But the sentry only shot once, which is a bit weird to me. Usually they shoot a lot more. So the vehicle repair shop we're looking for is right here. We're going to enter there, go into the vehicle repair shop, come out. There's an acorn, there's an acorn. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's quite a few acorns. Death. Here's the vehicle repair shop. We don't want the sentry to see us. We're going to stand behind the wall in third person. Wait for him to turn around. Make sure we don't hit his 180-degree arc. We always want to be behind him, that he doesn't see us. Now we want to look for this sentry. Okay, that sentry is coming, so we're just going to wait now. We're just going to wait. That sentry is going to walk all the way up there, but the sentry is not going to come past this line. So just going to wait for this sentry to turn around. There we go. And then we're going to walk in here and see if we can find the toolbox. The drill is a quest item. I'm going to take the drill in case I don't find the toolbox. And if you're wondering where to get vehicle repair kits, this is where you find it. 3 screwdrivers are very, very important. So I'm going to drop the extra needle, take the 3 screwdrivers. And that's it, I'm done. Oh, there we go, there we go. There we get the toolbox, which is more important than the drill because it's a quest item. But there's another toolbox. So if we put this in our hands and we try and craft this thing, I don't want it to use that toolbox. Why are you trying to use that toolbox? I want you to use that toolbox, not that toolbox. You don't want to use the toolbox because you want to hand it in for a quest. So let's craft this thing now. Because I've selected the toolbox in my hand and the gun. And now we've got a really, really cool looking shotgun. The M1887 Sword of Eagle. Wow, man. Okay, now, I can't really sell this, but I've got a melee weapon. This can defend me, but I'd like to take the draw. I would like to take the draw, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the draw. Okay. And that's it. I mean, I've got a melee weapon. This is not difficult to get. So we're going to exit with this. Going to wait for the sentry to turn around. I can clearly hear it. Okay, so there it turns around. Now I'm going to use third person to see when this sentry is looking at me. I know it's going to walk up until here. And I know that sentry is has got quite a path to take. And now I'm going to exit. Now, because you're in single player, you can literally stop your vehicle in front. But if you're going to hide your vehicle in multiplayer, always use a blueprint. The big fire blueprint. Put the blueprint down so you can find your vehicle when you come back. And sometimes you can't interact with your vehicle unless you cut something down. So press 3. You see the cleaver's now in my hand, but it's on 3. So if I press 3, it's going to put the cleaver back exactly where it was. And now we're going to go to the trader. And again, 25 fame, $0. Nothing special in our inventory. Let's see where we end up. Here we are, and I feel very confident that we'll be able to do all 3 of the tier 1 quests at the general goods trader, which will enable us to increase our inventory space massively. Okay, so since we're in single player, we don't need to worry about somebody stealing our money. We can actually just run around with cash. Now check this out.
Welcome.
Open the quest book.
Could you help me with this?
Chocolate. Funny that we got that one. Telephone booths. That's another bad one. Batteries. I'm not sure how many batteries we found. Glue. Grinding stone. Okay, we can do the grinding stone.
Really grateful if you could
Okay, we
do
got
it.
very, very unlucky here. We got very, very, very unlucky. Small toolbox.
I would be really grateful if you could do it with haste.
Yeah, we got all the quests that we didn't want to get. Yeah, unfortunately. We need 2 blue batteries. We need 2 blue batteries. I think we've only got 1. But we have got 36 fame, and we've got enough money to buy a hiking backpack. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on
Here's
now.
what I got.
Oh, the rest of the money's in the bank. The rest of the money's in the bank. So let's just go get the bank. Let's see what this gun looks like. Going to photo mode. Not too shabby, Nige. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, let's go get our cards. Okay.
Welcome to the most secure place on the island.
I don't know what happened to our cards. But I'm going to put the pin in wrong twice just to form a good habit for the future.
Pleasure
And
was
now
all.
I'm going to
Welcome to the most
deposit.
secure
I'm going
place
to
on the island.
deposit my money. Gonna deposit the 609 bucks. There we go. Eject card, and then put the pin in wrong twice, just to form good habits. Gonna sell the helmet.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse around.
Yeah,
See
it's
what you have.
not bad money. Click the bank so that the funds go to the bank. And that drill was worth quite a bit of money, so we're gonna sell the drill. See if there's anything else here worth selling. Yeah, we could sell that thing. Now I want to see if we can get a blue battery. It's unlikely. There we go. See, guys? Instead of taking a shortcut and enabling yourself to buy quest items, you're learning things. You are learning things.
Welcome, welcome.
So now we can do the battery quest. And there we go. We've done all 3 of the general goods trader quests. Look at our money now. Money is looking really, really good. And now we can go, because we've done the 3, we can just cancel, we can just end these quests. I don't know why we can't get rid of them. That's a bit weird. Because we've done the 3 quests there, we can now do 3 quests at the armorer. To do tier 2 quests here, we have to do 6 of these quests, but we'll do that the next day. So now we're going to go to the armorer and sell this crossbow.
What's up? If you're trying to rob the place, you looking for work?
Now, all of these ammo box quests means you have to get 3 ammo boxes, which is quite difficult. But killing puppets with the bow is very, very easy. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to kill puppets with the bow.
The sooner you get this done, the better.
Now we're going to sell this, which is 450 bucks.
Kidding. Nobody cares.
And now we can just put the melee weapon there. See if we've got anything else that we can sell him. It's going to be a while before we get 5.56 a 5.56 gun. Or no, because of the key card, we could find a 5.56 gun immediately. So let's go get that hiking backpack. We've got enough money for the hiking backpack and a sporen bag.
All good here, friend. Welcome.
So we're going to get a hiking backpack now. Increasing our loot space massively. Massively. Can we sell this thing? No, we can't sell it. It's fine. And we want a sporen bag. Sporen bag is relatively cheap for the space that it gives us. So now we've got a sporen bag with a ton of space. And let's just see what they have to offer us. I'm going to take the biker jacket. Biker jacket's going to give us, like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots. Now we've got a lot more slots. But, oh, now we can sell it. Now all of a sudden we can sell it.
Let's see
Okay,
what
so
you
let's
have.
sell it. But
Here's what I got.
they're not gonna have pants. Like, there's only 6 slots. The military pants is better. So there's no pants that they can give us that's better than the pants that we've got on. But this is what we look like, guys. This is what we look like now. Okay, so let's go do that keycard. And here we are at the secret bunker in D2. And never, ever, ever, ever going to a secret bunker without 4 bobby pins and without 4 screwdriver uses. Because once you go in here, when you go out, you can't go in again. Okay? You can only use the key card once. We're going to open it up. We're going to loot everything. Holy moly. Now that's a good find. That is a good find. That's my favorite shotgun. Let's open this up. Night vision, fantastic. Not fantastic. A rocket. It's worth money. And an AK. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Now I'm going to equip this shotgun. Just unload it. Oh, it's got no ammo in it. Okay, that's fine. Take this shotgun and load it. Takes more rounds, and it's got a way better sight. And it's got a way, way better sight. And you can put a sight on this gun. So, guys, if you thought part 1 was boring, and you were like, I will never, ever do it like that. Yeah, Luthais doesn't know what he's talking about. How boring do you think it is now? How boring do you think it is now? Okay. We can even go steal a plane now to do a lot more quests, but we're going to need fuel for the plane. So if you guys have got any further questions, leave it down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click that like button. And in part 3, we will get even more advanced and do stuff that you guys maybe haven't thought about yet. See you guys later. Cheers.